Don't be a whiny little brat. Hey guys, Dan Greer Forge coming at you today for your 5-minute power up. And today we're going to talk about don't be a whiny little brat. Now you can substitute that brat word with another B word if you should so choose. I want to sometimes because there are some people in this world that are whiny little brats all the time. But I digress. My point is this, like you have the option, you have the opportunity as a person to either accept what's happening and move forward or to piss and moan and cry about it all day long. And who's the person you want to be around? I want to be the person who accepts it, finds an answer, and moves on. I don't want to be around the person who's whining and crying about it all frickin' day. Matter of fact, I won't be around them. Right? I find ways to avoid people like that. If you're gonna like be a forged leader, you may not want to hear this, but if you're gonna be a forged leader, you have to take ownership and you have to find solutions. The biggest thing that changed my life was when I stopped pointing fingers and I started pointing thumbs and I said, what could I have done differently about this? And I stopped bringing up problems and I started finding solutions. Let me tell you what I mean by that. If you go to a supervisor, we all have supervisors. I have customers that are my supervisors, believe it or not, because if they're not happy, then they're not one to work with us. And so if your boss isn't happy, they're not one to work with you and they'll terminate you. Customers can terminate me and then they don't have to work with me no more. I get it. I get it. I'm not complaining. That's their choice. But like everybody has somebody they answer to, no matter what. I don't care who you are. I don't care what you think you got going on. Everybody has somebody they answer to. So your goal is to look at that and come to them with a solution. Think about this. If you have a problem and you go to a customer, let's just say that I go to a customer and I'll be like, we can't run motor vehicle reports for you right now, so you're not going to be in compliance. That's a problem. What do you think happens when that happens? If I went to my customers and I said that, what do you think would happen? They'd be like, why do we pay you? I thought we paid you for this stuff. What are we paying you for? Right? Like if you can't do your job, why are we even paying you? Right? Now let's reverse the role. Let's say that I'm going to my supervisor with a problem, right? I come to the supervisor and I go, hey boss, we do compliance in-house and I can't run MVRs right now because the credit card's maxed out or whatever the reason is, right? Because they shut down our account because whatever. That's still going to them with a problem. That's not going to them with a solution. Okay, as a person, which one do you like better? Hey, we couldn't run MVRs last month because they closed down our account because of some unforeseen crap that happened. So here's what we did. We found another way to get them ran for you. Are you cool with that? Is that okay if we did that? And they're going to be like, the answer is yes. Of course, you took care of us, right? Or how do you feel if we did this for this time only? Right? Same thing. Let's flip the role. Let's be it as you're going to your boss. Hey boss, I couldn't run MVRs because the credit card declined this month. So here's what I'm proposing. Let's get them set up 30 days out with this other account. It's going to cost us 50 cents more per check to run these, but we only have to pay it once a month instead of as we go. And so that gives us time. Then that gives us 30 extra days to pay this bill and we can get them done on time. How do you feel about that? Would you be okay if we tried that? Right? Do you see the verbiage? Do you see how it went out? Do you see how I conducted that? When you approach somebody with a problem, being a whiny little brat, you're going to get a whiny little answer. Matter of fact, I ignore you. You approach me whining, I go, later, I'm out. Good luck. Or I go, we got to get rid of that person. I don't need excuses. I need solutions. So being a forged leader, you got to lead that pack. You got to be the one who says, who asks your people, that's great. That's a great problem. What's your solution? You also got to be the one that comes in and goes, here's the problem. Here's a potential solution. Right? So stop finding problems, start presenting solutions and see what happens and encourage your team, empower your team to find those same solutions. All right, guys, there's your 5-minute power up. Remember, if you're in a leadership role, you should probably be grabbing a copy of my book, Grit, Grease, and Grace, Leadership Forged in the Trenches, because that's real world practical leadership from me that's forged in the trenches that has a deep tie in faith. Hope you guys enjoy. We'll talk to you later.